children. Today we are going to study about the rock cycle. Now, as you already know, there are three types of rocks that we have already discussed in the previous class. The first type of rock that is formed on earth are called the igneous rocks. Then comes the sedimentary rocks, and at last comes the metamorphic rocks, which is formed from both igneous and sedimentary rocks. Now we are going to first discuss how the igneous rocks are formed, or how do they come to the earth. Now igneous rocks, we say, are lava rocks or primary rocks because they are first formed rocks found on the earth. Now here you can see in this picture that from the magma chamber that is down below the earth's interior, the magma slowly rises up and then it starts coming out through the volcano or through the vent which is there on the top of the earth by the means of volcanoes, and they start spreading on the sides of the mountains, which is called the lava. Okay, so when the magma comes down to the earth's comes out of the earth's interior onto the earth's surface, it cools down and it forms lava, and then slowly this lava solidifies and cools into rocks which are called the igneous rocks. So igneous rocks are the first formed rocks on earth, and it is called the primary rocks. Now here I show you the picture of some of the igneous rocks, okay, which are found on earth. Like there are granite, there is basalt, and there are many other types of igneous rocks. They are having different types of colors also. Now with time, what happens, these igneous rocks, they break up into pieces. Like I'll show you in this picture that the igneous rocks, once they are built, they are exposed to a number of things like the winds, the rainfall, the temperature of the land. So all these are acting as the external agents which make the rock break into fine sediments or smaller pieces. Like in this picture, you can see the rock is prone to the winds which are blowing on top of it. There is rainfall over there which is affecting the rocks, and slowly you find the cracks appearing on the rock's body, and then it is covered with water. It's filled with water, the cracks, and eventually you find the rock has broken down, and there are small bits of rocks or sediments which are formed from the igneous rocks. Now in the next diagram, you see these igneous rocks are then once they are broken, they turn into sediments. Now these sediments are brought down by the rivers and they are thrown into the sea. Now what happens, the sediments, they get collected on the seabeds in layers like this. If you can see the colors of these layers of rocks, you will find they are of different colors and showing different striations or layers. So that means the sediments get collected on the seabed in the form of layers like this. Now with more time and pressure, what happens, these layers of rocks, these layers of sediments, they get compacted and pressurized together to form rocks. Now these rocks are called the sedimentary rocks. Now in this picture, I'll show you the picture of some sedimentary rocks which are formed below the sea surface, that is on the seabed. Okay, with time and pressure, the sediments get compacted into rocks like this, which are called the sedimentary rocks. Since they are made up of sediments, so they are called the sedimentary rocks, and you can clearly see the striations on the sedimentary rocks, that is the layers which are there found on the sedimentary rocks. Now as time passes by, both the igneous and the sedimentary rocks are prone to heat and pressure. And with heat and pressure, these rocks further change into some totally different kind of rocks, which are totally different looking from the mother rock from which it has been formed. So these rocks are called the metamorphic rocks. Like over here, some examples has been shown. See, granite is an igneous rock. With heat and pressure, it turns to gneiss, okay, which is a metamorphic form of granite. In the second one, you can see the sandstone, which is a sedimentary rock. With heat and pressure, it changes into quartzite. It looks totally different from that sandstone, and it becomes quartzite, which is a metamorphic form of sandstone. Okay, over here again in the third one, you can see it's a shale, which is a sedimentary rock. With heat and pressure, it turns into slate, which is a metamorphic rock. So in this next picture, I'll show you that these are the metamorphic rocks and how they look like. And one or two of these are marbles also. Now you get marble from limestone. So that is also a sedimentary rock which is formed. Marble is a sedimentary rock which is formed from limestone, which is marble is a metamorphic rock which is formed from limestone, which is a sedimentary rock. So then the three types of rocks, once they have been formed, okay, so they, you know, ultimately they are forming the rock cycle. Okay, so it is in a cyclic order that the rocks are being formed. Okay, so in this picture you can see the volcanic eruption is taking place. From there the igneous rocks are being formed. Igneous rocks further goes through a lot of change to turn into sediments. Then the sediments together they form the sedimentary rocks. The sedimentary rocks as well as the igneous rocks with time change into metamorphic rocks with heat and pressure. And after many years, the metamorphic rocks, when they are pushed down into the earth's interior due to some volcanic eruption or subduction, they further change into magma and they go below the earth's surface, and finally they come out again through the volcanic eruptions to form igneous rock again. So that is how the rocks are being formed, reformed, and then they are again being destroyed and again being formed. So it's taken place in a cyclic order, so we call that the rock cycle. I hope you have understood this whole thing. So thank you. We will do the next topic the next day.